Signs: he will be a good provider. You're asking because you think you found one. He's generous, he plans, he talks about the future. Smart of you to verify before the kids. Today, why everything he's shown you so far measures the wrong thing, and the one number that measures the right one. First, credit where it's due. Most women verify a man's provision after the second pink line. You're checking before. That's not cynical. That's exactly the order a smart woman runs it in. And yes, the green flags you've noticed are real signals. He pays without theater. He plans beyond next weekend. He talks about when we, not if I. Signs: he will be a good father and provider. He's patient with kids. He doesn't flinch at family topics. Money conversations don't make him defensive. Lovely list. Now here's the problem with it, and it's a big one. Every item on that list describes boyfriend money, and boyfriend money and family money are two different regimes, run by two different parts of him. Courtship spending is visible, romantic, and rewarded. Dinners she'll remember, gifts she'll post, trips with photos. Every dollar buys him something immediate: her smile, her admiration, the relationship itself. Almost any motivated man can run this program, for months, even years. It feels like generosity. It's actually marketing. Family provision is the opposite animal: invisible, unglamorous, and decades long. The mortgage nobody posts about, diapers, insurance. Her maternity months when she earns nothing and glows less. Spending with no applause, no photos, no immediate reward, just the quiet, permanent weight of, they're mine, I carry them. How to know if a man will provide for his family? Understand this: courtship spending is a performance, and performances end when the audience is captive. Family provision is an instinct, and only instinct survives the transition from candlelight to 3 a.m. formula runs. So the real question was never, is he generous with me now? It's, when the spending stops being romantic, what's left running underneath? 4 things, and they're all in the code of your pairing. 1. His provider status. On you. Is provision toward you wired as instinct, or was it always courtship marketing? An unlocked status doesn't downgrade when the romance phase ends because it never ran on romance. 2. Legacy registration. For a man to fund children for 18+ years without resentment, his system has to register them as his legacy, his lineage, his continuation. That's what makes a man financially support his future kids as a reflex, not a negotiated duty, and that registration runs through you. Kids read as legacy when their mother reads as his woman. 3. Pride wiring. The true family provider mindset isn't a set of opinions, it's whether providing feels like pride or like burden in this pairing. The wired man says, my family wants for nothing, the way other men brag about their car. The unwired one keeps a silent ledger of everything the family costs him. Same paycheck, opposite experience. And you can't interview your way to the difference. His answers will be identical. His wiring won't be. 4. Your conflict level. The quiet deal breaker. Even a wired provider closes his wallet in a war zone. High friction flips a man into siege mode, and siege mode doesn't fund, it defends. Family raises the stakes twice. Provision has to survive the stressful years, and the conflict level is the atmosphere your kids will grow up breathing. Low conflict isn't a nice to have. It's the condition that keeps all the other switches on. Signs he is ready for family financial responsibility aren't in his words or his dating budget. They're in whether these 4 switches are on, in your specific pairing. And here's the part I love about this video, because for once, this isn't a red flag hunt. The reading gives you an actual number. Provision reliability. The percentage that tells you how dependable his provision toward you is. It's engine checked and friction adjusted because a 90% instinct in a high conflict pairing performs like a 40% one, plus the provider status itself, instinct, performance, or conditional, plus your peace and provision index, the friction level that decides whether the whole system runs on abundance or siege. If you found a good one, and statistically some of you watching absolutely have, this is the document that confirms it. You walk into family planning not on hope, not on his dating phase highlight reel, but with the number. And if the number disagrees with the highlight reel, better to know now, while it's a conversation. Not at month 7, when it's a crisis. Verify the good. It's the happiest use of this reading that exists. The math, as always. Finding out his provision was courtship marketing, after the baby, a crisis with no exit ramp, funded by you. Finding out before, 10 minutes, less than a single blowout, and either a green light you can trust, or a conversation you're still free to have. Boyfriend money proves he wanted to win you. The code shows whether he'll carry you. If you could see his provision reliability number tonight, before the kids, would you rather hope or no? Links in the description. And tell me in the comments, what's the greenest flag your man has shown? The one that made you ask this question? I read everything. Don't leave your soft life to chance. Subscribe and start vetting by code.